I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story on how many people are currently playing Warzone 2, Modern Warfare 2 current player count as of September 2023. With Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 dropping off in popularity despite the release of Season 4, many players are wondering how popular the FPS title is. So here's both the Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 player count for September 2023 according to Steam charts. The original Warzone was a huge success for Call of Duty, changing the face of the franchise. Um, Through the years of 2020 and 2021, nothing dominated the gaming space more than the game than Warzone 1 when it reached its peak popularity, prompting a sequel 2 years later. Okay, let me get this pop up out of here. Warzone 2 was a highly anticipated upgrade to the original, with many calling for better weapons and new maps. If the changes made were enough to convince fans to stick around is up for debate. With that in mind, here's the Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 player count for September 2023. Warzone 2 player count. After the launch, let's get another pop up out of here. After the launch, Activision confirmed that Warzone 2 had reached, oh, how many pop ups? I mean, are we serious? Had reached a total of 25 million players in only 5 days. That was in, I believe, November of last year, of 2022. Warzone 2, as part of Modern Warfare 2, is available for free on Steam, while other platforms like Xbox, PlayStation, and even Battle.net do not disclose player data. Steam API allows for tracking of accurate player numbers. Another pop up. Okay. So bear in mind that while these numbers are for Steam players only, they will give us our best public indication possible of how many people are playing Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. So very important, not Battle.net, not Xbox, and not PlayStation. Obviously, those numbers are huge, but this is just for players who are playing on Steam. It's a good indication, right? In no okay, let me see. Okay. In November of 2022, the release month of Warzone 2, the game averaged around 250 through 430,000 concurrent players, depending on the time of day on Steam, right? The peak player count so far on Steam was 488,897, achieved on Sunday, November 20th. Okay. Now, we mean now. Now in June 2023, we see these numbers take another drop from now in July 2023, we see these numbers take another drop from June, with the latest Call of Duty game suffering the biggest decline in the Steam-based player in 5 months. Wow. As of July 30th, the average number of players on Steam was 60,512. This is down from June, when the average player was 65,739. Meanwhile, the peak player count in July was 86,278. That was down from the peak in June, which was 113,000. Wow. Earlier months saw the player count reach as high as 156,956 in March, and another peak was 308,833 in December. Remember, this includes anyone on the Modern Warfare app, so they could be playing campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, or the new DMZ mode. Okay. It's impossible to know how many people are playing on other platforms exactly, but Call of Duty has always been a very popular series on console, so expect the peak on all platforms to be as much as 2 million concurrent players. Okay. Modern Warfare 2 was the best-selling Call of Duty release ever in the first weekend, generating $800 million in revenue in only 3 days. The beta for Modern Warfare 2 reached a peak concurrent player number around 169,000, again on Steam only. Activision said it's the most played beta of any Call of Duty release. Warzone 2 is, of course, free to play, and that low barrier of entry saw player numbers surge sharply on Steam when it was launched on November 16, 2022. Is there anything else here? No, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, I thought they would do a little. I thought they would give us August numbers, right? But the latest numbers we got were basically from July and June, and the numbers basically fell, right? You can see the numbers. Basically, it was right here. The numbers in July was 86,000. That was the peak player count on Steam. And the numbers in June, the peak player count was 113,000. So you could kind of assume that the numbers in August and September are probably going to be dropping lower than 86,000, and probably even lower than, well, obviously lower than 113,000. So, not the highest player count at the moment. It says in July the average number was 60,000 players, concurrent players on Steam, and that number was down about 5,000 players from June, which averaged about 65,000. Now, I didn't play Call of Duty too much in the months of, I think it was maybe July or maybe August. I think it was when they updated DMZ and they took out assimilation. So I haven't played DMZ in like 2 seasons, or at least 1 season. Season 5, I believe, is the latest season. I may have played a few, 1 or 2 games, but I've stopped playing DMZ. I've actually moved on to lockdown quads. I really like that mode. DMZ doesn't really give any rewards, and in lockdown quads, it basically, I know it's still, I guess it's still considered like a battle royale because it's a Warzone 2, but it feels kind of like Plunder. It feels kind of like a multiplayer game, right? Like Hardpoint in a sense. So I really, really enjoy playing lockdown quads. You get operated kills, which really helps with camos. When DMZ, PvP is frowned upon. People like it, people hate it, people think it's toxic. But for the most part, DMZ has just become completely boring to me. I feel like ever since like season 4, when they added Vandal and the gold guns and a new weapons case, after that they really haven't given us any new content to play DMZ. I'm not gonna run around and try to extract 3 wrenches anymore. I could care less about doing that. So I've given up on DMZ. I don't know if I'm gonna play it in season 6. Maybe if they do a wipe, I'll probably get back in and, do a few missions. But for the most part, I've given up on DMZ. I'm going to play Call of Duty Warzone 2 lockdown quads until, that mode isn't available. And once that mode isn't available, unless they release like a new fun mode, I probably will play Plunder a few times. But for the most part, I really haven't played Warzone 2 ranked. I'm not going to play the solo battle. I'm not playing that. I have no interest in playing that. But let me know your opinion of this story. Are you still playing Call of Duty Warzone 2 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 here in September of 2023? And remember, these numbers are only on Steam because Steam is the only platform that release public information. Battle.net, Xbox, and PlayStation, which obviously has the most players who will be playing the game concurrently, they do not release public numbers, so we're just going off Steam numbers, right? That's very important. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we had a story about how many people are currently playing Warzone 2 / Modern Warfare 2 current player count as of September 2023. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.